What's going on, guys? This is the Red Rogue, and I hope you're all doing well today. With the Feast of Wintervale event active until the new year rolls around, I figured it'd be a nice little holiday sort of episode to go over a couple things that you can go about earning during this wintry, festive seasonal event. This isn't an exhaustive list of everything that Wintervale has to offer, but more so things that I found that gave interesting rewards or might be something you didn't know about or remember. So gather up your mincemeat fruitcakes and pack some extra socks, because we're going on a Wintervale adventure. Based heavily off of the Christmas holiday, Wintervale involves the receiving and giving of gifts, lots of questionably popular food, and of course, capitalism, since it is definitely in the spirit of the holiday season to try and make money off of people. For this event, we'll be looking at Orgrimmar and Ironforge for our holiday festivities. There are vendors in other cities, but these are the two that are most easily reached and probably the ones where you'll find the most people doing stuff anyhow. There will be all sorts of festive decorations and quests to partake in, but the one I'd recommend doing often is the daily quest Yuramine one. This quest is given by Kamard Copperpinch for the Horde and Wolmort Jingle Pocket for the Alliance, both of which are located next to their big old festive wagons in the entrances of each of their respective capital cities. This quest requires us to venture off to the ruins of Alterac, a mountainous region located in Hillsbrad foothills in the Eastern Kingdoms, to defeat a giant named the Abominable Greench. This grumpy Yeti beast has stolen Metzin the reindeer and an entire sack full of goodies. So in the name of capitalism and Wintervale, we gotta go kill the crap out of him instead of, maybe just giving the beast a present of his own so he wouldn't feel the need to take from others and maybe finally understand the spirit of giving. Oh well. Fly to the coordinates 4330 and you'll probably see a huge gaggle of people ready to slaughter the Greench, so join in the festivities yourself. You'll then click on a sack of treats and free Metzin the reindeer once the Greench is slain, and you'll be able to return to your capital city for your present. If you do this on a character that is at least level 50 and is not a class trial, you should receive a reward called Stolen Present. This rare quality box can contain a number of Christmas-themed toys, battle pets, or even weapon illusion effect things. There is a pretty impressive list of things you can earn from it, and this is a daily quest, so you can do it on all your characters every day throughout the Wintervale event. If you decide to do this on a character below level 50, your reward will instead be the uncommon quality Stolen Gift, which cannot give you any of the cool toys or rare rewards that the Stolen Present does. It does give bonus experience, so it isn't too bad to use as a way for leveling since it's a really easy daily quest. As a side note, and to further enhance the overarching theme of capitalism in Wintervale, all four of the vendors between both Orgrimmar and Ironforge are references to American department stores, as we have Penny Copperpinch for J.C. Penney's and Kmart Copperpinch referring to the now defunct Kmart department store chain. For the Alliance vendors in Ironforge, we have Wolmort Jingle Pocket, a blatant Walmart-inspired goblin, and Macy Jingle Pocket of Macy's. Not sure why it took me this long, like literally over a decade, to notice these little bits, but yep, Consumer America strikes again. There are even more department stores and brand references other than the ones that I mentioned across other vendors, but I figured these would be the ones that people will come across the most often during Wintervale. Regarding those vendors of the Smoky Wood Pastures Company, there are several nifty Wintervale items that you can buy, with the newest one being the Wintervale Chorus Book. This toy costs a mere 52 copper, and using the Chorus Book makes your character instead pull a scroll out, not a book, which is false advertising in my opinion. You will hum some festive sounding notes, and for once the toy doesn't have like a 30-minute cooldown like most things that Blizzard puts in. But it's only usable during Wintervale, so I guess you could argue it has one of the longest cooldowns of a toy in the game. I do recommend looking through their wares, as these vendors have a lot of different holiday-themed items that you might want to take a peek at for yourself. For a mostly forgotten Wintervale tradition, we'll be venturing to our garrisons from the Warlords of Draenor expansion. While somewhat unpopular at the time, garrisons have their own slew of holiday events you can dabble in, like purchasing ridiculous outfits and decorations to cover your battle-hardened troops with. If you don't have a garrison or never played during Warlords of Draenor, you'll need to do the introductory quest train for the expansion, which you can access from your mission board in any of the faction's capital cities. The introduction to Warlords of Draenor is about an hour long, and there is a bit of prep work to accessing these special Wintervale daily events and items, as you will need a level 3 garrison which requires a lot of garrison resources. If you're lucky, you might find some huge ogre caches on your auction house, so you can speed this process up, as the NPC Izzy Hollyfizzle will only show up in level 3 garrisons. Izzy will have a number of daily quests in your garrison, and they all involve stopping Grumpus, whom I assume is a reference to the folklore creature Krampus over in Europe. These quests take place in the Frostfire Ridge zone of Draenor, loosely around the coordinates 4528. These quests will reward the currency Merry Supplies, and you can use these Merry Supplies to buy decorations for your garrison, a Crash and Thrash and Killdozer controller toy, or a Savage gift. The Merry Supplies are bind on account, so you can use alts to farm a bunch and send them to one character in particular if you want. The item I'd recommend gambling your Merry Supplies on is the Savage gift though, as this can contain the minion of Grumpus mount, giving you your own Yeti monster to ride around on, or that you could sell on the auction house for a pretty decent chunk of gold. There is also the Medallion of the Legion, which gives 1000 to all reputations from the Warlords of Draenor expansion. These can be sold on the auction house and are really handy for people trying to get more exalted reputations for the various achievements and rewards associated with them. There are a ton of fun and festive goodies for Wintervale throughout all of Azeroth, and covering all of them in a single video would be an overwhelming amount of stuff to do, so feel free to poke around the capital cities and see what other fun items and silly quest chains you come across. And don't forget to check under the Wintervale tree to make sure you don't miss anything, as I didn't want to spoil what the new item would be for this year. Anyways folks, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the holiday season. I am truly blessed and thankful for all the support you folks have shown the channel over the past year, and I wish you all the best. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the Red Rogue, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys around.